A professional snagger is somebody who's worked in the industry, the house building industry, and understands how new built homes are constructed. That will give him the ability to identify defects, or snags as they're often called, which will give the customer peace of mind. Most customers have the ability to identify minor defects, such as decoration. However, the more serious issues, such as breaches in building regulations, in the standards that the warranty provider have set, are more complicated. So the new home buyer won't understand that. However, your professional snagger with years and years of experience should be able to identify those. My passion when I gave up a very good job was to protect new home buyers, having seen a decline within the industry and the quality and the standards that are being produced. Choosing Lively Professional Services to do the snagging in a new built home gives you 43 years of experience. From an apprentice through to a senior contracts manager, I fully understand how a new built home has been constructed. That gives me the ability to identify defects that most would not be able to identify. The best time to conduct a survey, preferably, is before legal completion or key handover. However, most national house builders will not allow a professional snagger to go in before you have taken legal completion. So it's vitally important that I can get into that house as soon after legal completion as possible, preferably the day after. The process initially starts via a telephone call or an email. During that telephone call or the email conversation that we have, I will ask questions. Simple questions, nothing onerous. The number of bedrooms the house has, the location, who the builder is. That then starts the journey together where we're building our relationship. From that, we can come to an agreement on price, and I can ask if they've got any concerns. Once the customer's happy, we can then get a date in the diary that I can go and inspect their house. The snagging survey normally takes between 2 to 4 hours, depending on the size of the house or the defects that I identify. On the day of the survey, after our initial meeting with the customer and we've discussed what I am going to do, I normally start at the footpath, and the process normally starts by looking at the front garden areas, fencing, front elevations, side and rear elevations of the house, roof, garage or detached garage, and the garden areas at the rear. From that, I'll then move on to the inside, looking at doors, windows, sealants, paintwork, sanitary ware, and all the fittings within the house, such as kitchen and bathroom furniture, or if the builder's fitted any wardrobes, things like that. During the survey, I take pictures of every defect or snag that I find. I clearly identify what it is and where it is, which is important. That way the builder then can follow the report in a sequential manner. He's not jumping all over the house. And I assign the defect to a trade, so the trade again knows what he should be rectifying and where it is. Once I've completed my snagging survey, I will discuss the defects that I've identified with the customer so they fully understand what the issues are. Understanding what is and what isn't a defect is important because the builder will only do the defects that he feels is responsible for within the standards that the warranty provider have set. Following our discussion of all the defects and snags that I've identified, I go back to the office, compile the report, and ensure that the report is sent to the customer the same day. That's important because it can then be sent to the customer care department, who can start to action it. The journey doesn't end with the report. It's important to be available to answer any questions that my customers might have days, weeks, even months after they've moved into the new home. I've had some great testimonials. The positive feedback from my customers really gives me a sense of achievement and pride in being able to help them. My advice to any new home buyer would be, protect your investment. Get a professional snagger to look over your house. That will give you peace of mind knowing that you've got the quality that you deserve.